Oh, right.
Hello, kitty.
So if you've been watching, you'll know that on last episode, I walked down from Table Mountain in Cape Town and almost killed me. I don't feel too bad today, actually. My knees aren't sore anyway. My legs are a little sore. We're not going to be doing anything physical today, that's for sure. We're just going to be seeing a little bit of Cape Town. Really cool food destination tonight. It's a Michelin star equivalent, so we're going to check that out. Right now we're just looking for some food in the waterfront area. Should we go Irish or Scottish for lunch? I think we're gonna go Scottish. So first up on our day of leisure, we're having a lunch at Mitchell's Scottish Ale House. We're just waiting for our food. I should mention that all service here for food and bars and everything is so slow. You think the Caribbean is slow? South Africa. Now the food is worth waiting for, it's awesome. And I'm not having a South African beer this time. I'm having a Left beer, which is from Belgium, but it is one of my favorites. Something else you should realize about South African meals is the sizes are absolutely enormous. Look at the size of this pot pie. We went to a tapas bar yesterday. We ordered 3 tapas to start, figuring that they were just going to be little tapas, and they were full meals, every one of them. It's crazy. This might just be the best meal I've had in South Africa.
And what are you having?
Wanda's bugging me because I say that every single time. It's the cold lamb shake pie.
And?
And?
Is it good?
It's very good, of course. Everything here is in South Africa is good. I think this might be my favorite food destination we've ever been to. It's not an exaggeration. That's not a pizza, by the way. It's focaccia bread.
It's like their version of a garlic bread.
And what are you having?
So I am, once again, having their mussel pot, which is a creamy white wine sauce. I've had it before. I think this is probably the 3rd time we've had it since we've been here in South Africa because it's so good. And we're just after a very light meal right now because we have a very special dinner planned tonight.
Down here at the waterfront, they do have these little locomotive things to carry you around if you don't want to walk. But it's normally for children, not for Wandas. Next up, we're going to visit the Oceans Aquarium, a big aquarium down here at the waterfront. It's been very popular every time we've been here. Not this time, but there's usually a big school group here, you know, all the kids in their uniforms. Maybe I'll try to bring some of my knowledge from marine biology from 35 years ago, but maybe not. Here's a whole tank full of Nemus. But which one is the real Nemo? Oh, there she is. There's the real Nemo. Looks like a conger and a moray, maybe.
Oh no, honeycomb. Is that one there?
Honeycomb. So they are actually just 2 different kinds of moray eels. Sea anemones are cool. You should put a clownfish with this. That would make sense. And this is hard to do.
But, oh wow.
And this is very hard to do, growing live coral in an aquarium. Because they only eat plankton. Very hard to keep the tank conditions proper. Do you see the octopus? Octopus are a really cool animal for sure. Apparently this is the type of lobster that I had the other day. The West Coast rock lobster, which is really a crayfish. This is the highly venomous box jellyfish, the one that we saw in the Philippines. That luckily our guide spotted before I walked into him, because that would have made for a really bad day. I thought they'd have something a little bit more interesting in here. Maybe an ocean sunfish or something would be a good addition. Parrotfish. This nifty looking ray that I've never seen before. It's kind of cool. There is a little sea turtle in here. He looks like green, but I'm not sure. They do have lionfish here, which for some reason they're calling devil firefish. Different name here. And they're venomous. 6-gill hagfish. Not the prettiest thing in here. And these are cold reef sharks. Don't know if you know about the story of the coelacanth, but this was an animal thought to be long extinct, but then one was caught, I think off the coast of Africa, and many have been discovered since. We get to see penguins again. If you have the chance, go and see them at Boulders Beach instead, in their natural habitat. Here's a pretty sizable shark there. Two of them. They're raggedy tooth sharks, I think. Fortunately, we're not going to see any great whites this trip. And there are no great white sharks in captivity. They don't do well in captivity at all. Here's one after Wanda. Get her! Exit through the gift shop, as always. So we have been using the hop-on, hop-off bus for most of the transportation here. It would be nice if they made one line in reverse. Then you could go 1 or 2 stops back without doing the full hour-and-a-half loop for the city tour. However, it still gets us around. We're going to be changing hotels now. So we're just going to switch to the Granddaddy Hotel now. It's not that far away from where we were in Sea Point or from the waterfront, but it's just a different neighborhood to see, and we'll be here for a few days. The rooms are very tiny, but comfortable. The safe is barely big enough to put the SLR, not much else. It is a nice older hotel for sure. The Granddaddy. We're in a room like this for 2 nights, and then we've got a surprise on the 3rd night. Different accommodation. It definitely has a lot of character in this hotel. Congratulations to the design team. Down the rabbit hole. So this is Galjeon Restaurant, a Michelin star equivalent restaurant in Cape Town. Michelin Guide doesn't actually rate any of the restaurants anywhere in Africa, but this is equivalent. It's very creative, very unique, and the quality is extremely high, as is the service. It was, however, thunderously loud, so the video audio is not good at all. We couldn't even really understand the waiter, and we couldn't really have a conversation ourselves, so that's a bit of a downside. But if you're looking for a splurge, and there's not really any reason to do a big splurge in South Africa because the food everywhere we go is amazing. Another minor downside to Galjeon, other restaurants we've been to in this class around the world, the chef has at some point gone around to every table and introduced themselves and possibly even served one of the courses himself. That never happened here. The chef just stayed to the kitchen and then actually eventually left altogether. However, it was still a nice night. They also have a sister restaurant called Belly of the Beast, which is not a seafood restaurant like this. It's everything. And you might want to try them instead. We weren't able to get reservations at the time for that, so this was our second choice.
Today we took the blue bus, which is a slightly different route, and our goal here was to come to Hout Bay, which is where we are right now. As you can see in front of me, there are some, looks like some younger children, maybe preteen, that are trying to surf. As you can see, the waves are really coming into shore here. They're not moving too far, but they're probably doing a hell of a lot better than I would. Because I tried surfing once and I was not so successful. But it definitely looks like a fun sport, and I have some friends that do it and they love it. Maybe one day I'll try and pick it up. But we're going to walk along the waterfront here. It's about a 15-minute walk to the market, which is a famous area to come to here in South Africa on the Cape. But right now, we literally just got off the bus, and this is just a quick little sightseeing here. It's funny, when I was asking the chap there at the bus about walking to the market and how long or where it was exactly, he's like, oh, it's really far. I go, where are we talking? He's like, oh, it's just down the street here. I go, but how long? 10, 15 minutes. Oh, it's really far.
By car or by walking?
Walking. Well, let's go.
10 minutes by car would be fairly long.
We are trying to find the Hout Bay Market. We were told to walk down here. Was described as a bit dodgy, probably because of these abandoned buildings here not looking so great. But here you can see the harbor. So just zoom all along, kind of like in a service area with all the fish deliveries and such.
The most popular fish for fish and chips here is the hake. Sometimes we have to try hake and chips here pretty soon. Lots of boat tours to Seal Island. It's very windy though, it could be rough out there, I would think. We were going to go to Robins Island, where the prison is, but I think it's going to be too windy for the next 2 days, and they would expect the ferry to be cancelled. But that's where Nelson Mandela was held in prison for 18 years. Well, this is really dark and hot in here, and busy. Hout Bay Market.
Okay, so I like to do this in an orderly fashion. I'm going to go to the outside row, and I'm going to go up and down every row. Care to join me?
I thought we were done.
No, we just started, baby.
Wanda is gravitating towards the jewelry. That's never a good thing. Going to get some fish and chips soon. It's Fish on the Rocks, which I think is a popular spot. But right beside it is this little encampment here with a bunch of cannons. Not sure what the significance of this is yet. It's a cute little village of Hout Bay, surrounded by mountains. So I'm not really sure what this significance of this little site is. I can't really call it a fortress. Just some low-level walls and some cannons. But apparently it is part of the Table Mountain National Park and called Carbon Kilberg. And this restaurant is definitely very busy. Must be good. Well, we were supposed to meet here at 12:30 for lunch, but I don't see a Wanda. She must be still shopping.
So then same. But when he's out, he wants to eat and he likes to snack. Here we go.
They were long past us. Just sitting there waiting for something to come back.
So what is it we have?
We have this. And we have this. So we have Bacon chips and snook. Having trouble with the tartar sauce. How's the fish? Just fishy. It's a little bit fishy. Crazy busy place. I did like the Bacon chips. I didn't like the snook. Way too fishy. Should have got the calamari instead. It looked good. But it sure is busy. These are Cape fur seal, unfortunately being exploited by the locals here. So we're not going to take part in that, but yeah.
He is tagged though, if you look on his fin.
Oh, I know he's tagged. They're probably all tagged. Obviously, they've been domesticated to the point where they're not going to bite anyone. Not exactly a natural life, though, is it? This is another really nice beach in Cape Town. Probably the nicest one that we've seen. Not too far from Sea Point. It's quite a large beach. I don't think you're going to see a lot of people in the water because it's always a rolling surf like this. And unlike some of the other beaches, you also don't see surfers here. I think that's because the water's too deep so that the waves break too close to shore. Which would be useless for surfing. See surfers at a lot of the other beaches though. The waves are a little too big to go swimming for most people, I would think. That's the only downside about this beach. Nice sand though. And a nice backdrop of mountains all around us. So what do you think? Would you come to South Africa for a beach holiday?
Here for the day. We're actually half an hour or so as we're traveling through South Africa and Cape Town. And in our little journey today, we came across Chandra, who is a single mom supporting her family, making these amazing little bracelets. So I highly recommend drop by the beach. However, you're always moving around, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just promote your
Okay, so you can also follow me on Instagram and check out my things. My handle is Chandre, CHANDRE 1110. And my contact for WhatsApp is also on there, and you can check out the varieties of different colors in bracelets you can design.
Cool.
And it basically takes you about 8 minutes to do
Under
a
8
bracelet.
minutes to make a bracelet.
And you can pre-order by contacting you through your WhatsApp or whatever and make arrangements for pickup in and around just this area, or do you go down to the waterfront, like the Victoria and Albert area?
Wherever you want me to be, I'll be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll come to Canada and you can pick it up there. She'll gladly come if you pay for airfare.
People do order overseas, so you can also order and then I can always ship it.
Perfect.
But it should be more than one bracelet.
Yes. And then shipping would be an additional cost.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So where's the
Anything else you
bracelet?
wanna say? Oh, right here. So I did namaste.
Oh, did you mean to spell it wrong?
No, it's spelled perfectly well.
Oh, here it is.
Anything else you want to say?
Support.
And share the love.
Here we go.
Welcome to Cape Town.
Yes.
Welcome to Cape Town.
Thank you so much.
Not a vacation until you've had a pina colada on the beach. Here from Benty Bay in Cape Town.
And unlike Mike, I chose the mango pullens and a fresh garden salad. This is amazing. Definitely a recipe for the summer back home. Cheers.
So it's not a pina colada, so she is not on vacation.
I'm on vacation, baby.
We're at Bukhara Restaurant Indian food in Cape Town. Looks like a really good restaurant. Has the same name of one of our favorite restaurants, which is Bukhara in Delhi, India. That's a Michelin star restaurant. So it's quite a bit different. This is a la carte. They do have a tasting menu too, though. Huge kitchen. Jack Black Beer, Cape Town. What you having?
A lemongrass gin concoction. Oh, that's good. It's got a nice lemongrass flavor.
That's the service in South Africa, that's for sure.
So we have garlic naan bread, biryani rice, butter chicken, and a lamb that's on the bone with herbs and spices. Do you remember what it was called?
Yeah, the lamb looks really good.
Huge portion.
And I also got a vanilla lassi, salted. Perfect.
Bon appetit.
How's your dinner? It's probably the best meal I've had in South Africa.